Bang, bang. Welcome, DFS Dads. The stack video is here. We have Timmy, left-handed layup, and D. Reed in the building. So we're going to give you the top 3 stacks of the week. We're going to start out with Dustin. If you haven't, make sure you check us out at least follow us on our socials, the DFS Dads. We put out plays of the day, plays of the week for free on both the DFS Dads on Facebook and Twitter. Check us out there. And if you want, become a member of the family. Join the Discord. We win together and have a lot of fun. With that being said, Dustin, what does your game stack of the week look like?
So I am looking at the Chargers versus Ravens game. Obviously, two potent offenses. We saw the Ravens a couple nights ago go berserk in the third and fourth quarters. Lamar threw for over 400 yards. I think that's where I'm going to start my stack, and it's not so much for his passing as it is for how bad the Chargers are against the run. He's their main rusher, the main, obviously, focal point of the offense. So I think he's going to run all over them, and then obviously that'll open up some passing. I like Andrews to stack with him. They're giving up, they being the Chargers, I think 12.4 fantasy points per game to tight ends, which is tied for the most in the league. So Andrews there, obviously coming off a big game, so has a lot of momentum going. Running it back with the Chargers, you can run it back multiple ways. My favorite is going to be Keenan Allen. And then, you have so many playmakers over there, right? You got Mike Williams, who's had a huge start to the season. You got Eckler, who's a top price running back this week. And then you have Jared Cook, who's sitting over there pretty cheap this week, who I really like. The Ravens are also terrible at covering the tight end. So I think Keenan's going to be my mainstay with a sprinkle of Cook, Eckler, and Mike Williams. High over/under, second on the slate. Should be a scoring fest and 2 potent offenses. So can't go wrong there with that type of stack. Timmy, what's your stack game of the week look like?
Yes, sir. I like the Arizona Cardinals and the Cleveland Browns game. It's a 49.5 over/under. I believe it's 5th highest on the slate. And we have Kyler Murray, who is the most dynamic player in the league. Okay, they're coming off a tough game versus the 49ers, which was a smack you in the mouth division game. This is a non-division game. We saw Cleveland give up all those points last week to the Chargers. Murray has a very high ceiling, and you can pair him up with Hopkins, and then there's a number of secondary pieces that are cheap. Rondale Moore, AJ Green, Christian Kirk, all those guys are viable for a second receiver. You could even play Chase Edmonds, who catches passes out of the backfield, or even the tight end, your boy Max Williams, that I know you guys really like. So you definitely want to use 2 guys, I think, with Murray, even if he can run the ball in. And then on the flip side, you can run it back. There are a number of cheap receiving pieces on the Cleveland side. Peoples-Jones had a really good game. OBJ, I think, is kind of just out of the picture now, washed up. Jarvis Landry's questionable to come back to play this week, so I'll keep an eye on that, which could affect the volume for a guy like Peoples-Jones. But you also have David Njoku, and my favorite run back is Kareem Hunt. He's getting a ton of volume. And if it's a high scoring game, he's going to get all the passing downs. Chubb will get his, but we've seen both of them get work. So I like running it back with either Hunt or one of the cheap pass catching guys on the Browns.
Hey, just of note, Max Williams did have he's probably going to be season ending. He had a bad knee injury this last Sunday. Okay. So you might be able to take a flyer on one of the tight ends. I don't know which one's supposed to be starting. They got 3 guys that don't have any points on the year, so it's a risk, obviously.
That's fine. Rule out Max and give me one of the receivers. Make the decision easy.
There you go.
I love it. Y'all's 2 stacks were great. That was the second and third best stack of the week. Now, for the best stack of the week, the highest over/under, 56 points. We have the Washington Redskins versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, you might say, lock in Patty Mahomes. No. We are going to go with the favorite value play of the week, the Washington Redskins quarterback, Taylor Heineke, however you say his name. He had a terrible week last week, throwing 2 picks, no touchdowns. He has a couple receivers, Cam Sims, and I can't remember the other guy's name, who is hurt. Don't know if they're going to go or not. And their offensive line gave up sacks and did not look good. So I think they're going to get their offensive line right. And they are in the right position playing the Chiefs, who has given up a league high 28, almost 29 fantasy points to opposing quarterbacks this year. So I love stacking him up with Terry McLaurin. All right. And also, if you want to double stack, which I'm not sure, and I don't think I'm going to do it, but if you do, the Carter, especially if both of those receivers get ruled out, Carter is a minimum 3K on DraftKings, so you could double stack him and then run it back. Look, Tyreek Hill's banged up. Clyde Edwards-Helaire is out. Damian Williams, running back, run it back with. Just lock and load him in, especially if Tyreek Hill's out. He's going to get a lot of love, and at 4,900 and a very cheap quarterback play at 5,800, you are having a lot of room to wiggle with the other games. Those are all going to be locks. They're going to all go off and smash, right, guys? And if you do want to double run it back on the Kansas City side, you could. Hardman is who I would go with. His matchups aren't the best, but that's with Hill in there. So if he gets bumped up, it's going to be interesting to see where his matchups lie. But overall, Hardman would be a good run back and also Kelsey is a little nagged up. He got a stinger banged up. So a couple big weapons for the Chiefs could be out, but the Chiefs need a win badly. So Heineke, McLaurin, run it back with Williams, and then a couple different options of Hardman and then Carter for a double stack on the Washington side. Highest over under of the week, the best stack of the week right there. No. With that said, hope you guys enjoy. Leave a comment in the comment section below. What is your favorite team? What's your favorite play this week if it differs, and tell us why. And be sure to follow us on all of our social media, and you're going to get plays of the week for free. And let's go win some money together this week. Talk to y'all soon.